There are a couple of things in Lightroom which you should do whenever you take a photograph, but especially when you take photographs of objects. First of these is the white balance. To set the white balance correctly, you can use several features, but probably the best is to use the eyedropper tool. And if you have a color chart similar to what I use for this photograph, then you can create a test shot first and set the white balance according to that. And then later on, if you use the same settings on your camera and take some pictures in the same lighting conditions, then you will be able to use this as a reference and correct the colors accordingly on the other photographs. So let me show you. In the develop module, we can use the eyedropper tool and click on one of these colors. The best is always to pick a target neutral color. In this case, I'm going to click on this mid-tone value here. And before I click, you can just have a look at the RGB color values and see the difference between them. So you can see there's much more blue in this image and also more green than red. When you have a neutral color, like this gray color here, it should be exactly the same amount on the RG and B values. That means it is a neutral color when all the three components are exactly the same or very close to each other. So it's always easy to tell that the color balance is off if you have one of them way up or way down compared to the other two. So in this case, if I click on the gray value, you can see now it's the adjusted colors on the photo. Looks already much better. But if I select the tool, the same eyedropper tool again, now you can see that all R, G and B are exactly the same values. And it should be the same on all the other neutral colors as well. Here, as you can see, they are very close to each other. Again, I check very close to each other and so on and so forth. So all the neutral colors are actually neutral. And I can also check that obviously with colors like, let's say, red, the red will be much more strong than the green and the blue. So this is a fast and easy way to set the color balance quickly and automatically based on these color charts. But what if you have a photograph where you didn't use these charts and you still want to set the color balance? Obviously, in this case, you can also use the same tool, but in this case, you should click on an area which should be neutral, like in this case, this white blanket. So I'm going to click on that, and that will help me once again to set the white balance correctly. So really simple, the same principle, but in this case you have to find something which should be neutral. And now that we covered how to work with white balance, there is another very important thing, and that is how to get rid of noise in your photographs. That's what I'm going to talk about in the next tutorial.